Hey Rodelius, how you doing? Hey Andy, hey Spud. Welcome everyone. I'm just setting up chat in the stream because I'm using Restream now to do both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and that means the chat is split, like in the days of old when we were all using IRC and there would be net splits and half the universe would suddenly be out of your reach. Hey Ricardo, I am doing okay. Hey Shadow Knight 6688. How's everybody doing? I made a poll a while ago about should I finish Advent of Code, and I don't know. A minority told me not to bother because, you know, it's 2023 now. But some people showed interest in like porting solutions from other languages to Rust, which is my way of kind of finishing it. I can't be bothered writing solutions from scratch again because it takes like a day and a half. The later problems are kind of hard, and it's silly stuff like off by one errors, and I don't want to spend an entire day on these. But porting a solution from another language is fine because someone else figured all the hard stuff, and I just have to say this is how you could do the same thing but in Rust, which is kind of why I was doing the series in the first place. And so, yeah, I was thinking you could do that because I have a bunch of other content that will be published in due time. But the problem with that is that it's a surprise. It's a secret. So I can't work on that on stream, is the problem. Yeah, so anyway, we should probably get started, I think. Hey, Mark. How you doing? Hey, JCV2S. And hey, Andy. Slowly working through the Rust book, but the one that has some inline quizzes in each chapter, which is nice to keep concepts fresh in my mind. Are you talking about a fork of the official Rust book? One that has some inline quizzes in each chapter. book CS Brown. I should get some moderation up in the chat. I mean, you're all good people, and I never have issues, but just in case. I used to have moderators. I used to stream games on Twitch, believe it or not. And now I'm streaming Rust stuff on Twitch and YouTube. Okay, you should be seeing my face now. And my screen. Improving the Rust book. This website is an experiment by Brown University researcher Will Crichton. I know that name. And Shram Krishnamurthy. Something. Multi? I don't know that name. The chat is ready to display messages. So why is it not displaying messages? You message asking about fly got censored. I don't think so. Can you post it again? I lost history because I closed a bunch of tabs. Yep. Alright, cool. Chat is working. I don't know if it's really readable, but I didn't want to obscure like the screen completely. I could make like a proper overlay thingy and have the screen take a tiny part of the... I don't know. I don't want to do this. I want to port some stuff to Rust. Hey, Sharks for Arms. Welcome. I'm always hesitant to stream. I wasn't able to stream at the end of the year because there were a bunch of celebrations, and also I need to recover from stuff. And yeah, today was just a couple hours. Could use a tiny drop shadow. It already does have a tiny drop shadow, I think. Let me see if I can make it. I can add background opacity to the chat messages. But that's definitely going to obscure the screen. I guess I'll just keep my chat window out of the way. That's what I'll do. Okay, now we have background, so hopefully it's readable. You're only getting 144p anyways. I don't know why, lol. I hate YouTube. Twitch is bad too because they want to limit my bitrate to 6,000 kilobytes per second. Kilobits per second, probably. Alright, well, now I need to keep my screen here because of chat. And I need to go look at Advent of Code. Look at what the problem actually is. Oh yeah, I'm always hesitant to stream because I'm like, I need to focus on this. And if I have to read chat and answer questions and be entertaining, then I don't know if I'm going to focus on stuff. Okay, so first, Alisa asked, I was basically considering applying to them and saw that I left Fly.io a couple months ago. I wanted to know if I would still recommend them. Yeah, when I announced that I was leaving Fly.io, I linked to their job board. So I wouldn't do that if I didn't recommend it. But here's the thing. I don't think everyone is fit to work there, and I trust that their hiring process will try and make sure that Fly is a good fit for you and you're a good fit for Fly. So I would definitely recommend applying and then asking as many questions as you can, just like any other job. You're interviewing them as much as they're interviewing you, and so it's a process, and it only costs some of your time to get into the process, and yeah, see if it's a good fit for you. So yeah, I don't have any, I don't know. In general, it's easier to contact me privately, but like, hey, is past employer X a good place to work? But yeah, I really don't have anything to say other than, yeah, see if it's good for you. I don't know. There's definitely tons of interesting stuff going on over there. They have tons of interesting customers, tons of interesting technologies that they're using. And yeah, I would recommend applying there for sure. What's the functionality that lets you resize windows without dragging? It's Alt drag. This little app. And I can show you something fun, actually. This is show and tell now. If I show my desktop icons, you can see that I'm a gamer, but also I can drag all the icons because it's actually a window. So yeah, that's what I use. Anyway. So yeah, I think I should just be doing IRL streams because everyone's always having questions and they don't actually care about the thing I'm trying to do on stream. But yeah, so day 17 is like Tetris stuff, which seemed fun, but also I realized that the actual input, to 2022 pixels high is too high to get in a browser, and you wouldn't really see anything. How long have you been programming in Rust? I can ask my website. 2019 at least. I started writing about it there. And if you go to GitHub, you can probably see other stuff. Uh, 2022 day 17. So I think what I'm gonna do here is start writing the article about this. How does that work? Reveal. There we go. You see how high tech my blog engine is. What day is it? And yeah, that works. And it's not supposed to be a file, it's supposed to be a directory. Yeah, you can say hi, Lime. Hi, Amos. Yeah, I don't know. My first name is no secret. I try to build a Twitch channel. A bit that you would be made partner within 2 months stops. I am something. I have access to things that not everybody has access to on Twitch. I think they have different levels. A while ago, I kind of did that. I stream regularly. I got a bunch of viewers, and I don't know. I can monetize and stuff. You can subscribe to me. You can send whatever bits. But I don't really want to do that full time. There's a lot of I think in the past year or so, there's been a lot of content creators coming out and saying, actually, this is killing us. Like, you have to be cheerful all the time. You have to be in streamer mode, and it's a lot. Like, it's actually isolating. There's a bunch of parasocial relationships going on, and you always have to keep something fresh and keep the rhythm going. Otherwise, you're penalized by the analytics and stuff. It's something that I enjoy doing sometime on the side. You probably shouldn't subscribe to me on Twitch if like you expect regular streams. Yeah, it's just something I want to do casually. But yeah, Cheetah is my own engine for the blog. I wrote about it bunch of times. I have this. This is the initial announcement. And then it says I'm exhausted in there. I was exhausted 2 years ago. And then I have a whole other series about it. How close is futile to open sourcing? We can check. I'm 37% towards my 500 sponsors goal. This is the public view of my sponsors page. So yeah. Where's the goal? Yeah. I'll open source my website engine if I get 500 sponsors on GitHub. Right now I have to do a mix of like donations and also contract work and yeah. Okay. So let's look at the local version of my site. It has all the drafts that you can't see. Oh, whoops. There's a draft here. Nope. Too late. You didn't see it. All right. Day 17. Okay, so we are going to need to find a solution in another language than Rust. And I'm going to just write the intro for this. Okay, I need to understand what's going on in here. I'm going to check on chat like now and then, but I need to focus to make sure that this gets done at the beginning. So usually when I stream on just YouTube or just Twitch, I get analytics and I can see like how many folks are there. But with Restream, I get to chat and that's it. Oh, view analytics, okay. It's on a separate tab. Cool. 2/3 of the folks are on Twitch. Go Twitch. I know there's awesome games done quick. You could be watching awesome games done quick instead of me, by the way. I'm just putting that out there. But I kind of burned out on games done quick. I don't watch everything the whole 7 days anymore. I'm gonna put a link here anyway. I'm seeing an empty comment from Marc-André Giraud. I don't know what you're trying to say. Oh, it's it's just an emoji. Hi. Okay, so let's see what solutions we can find. Python. Way too big to use simulation. That's what I figured. Like, this is advent of code is always like that. You're like, oh, it's Tetris. I'm gonna simulate each piece, and they're gonna fall down. But then for part 2, it turns out it's way too expensive to do that, and so you have to find shortcuts. Python 3. What is that file extension? Oh, it's a Jupyter notebook. Okay. Yeah, Restreamer took like 10 seconds to load the emoji. I don't know what it's doing. I suspect that it's... People always complain about like the RAM footprint of different web apps. But yeah, here's the compromise you're making. You can have a single emoji font that has all the emojis and load that at the beginning, and then it's going to be in RAM forever. Or you could load them on demand and have each individual emoji point to a different image. And then still, it shouldn't take that long. I don't know what's up with SCDN. C++. I don't know. I'm just going to keep browsing solutions until I find something I like. Okay, so they have bit masks going on. It's weird that they're putting it into a variable, but sure. Is AoC realistic in the problem set? I guess a better question is, are AoC problems likely to be encountered again? Are these problem patterns even in the vicinity of something you'd often see? No. I don't know. I think it's highly specific. I think it's closer to like hiring puzzles than what you'd encounter in real life, unless you work a lot with graphs and grids. Maybe for game dev, it's closer to real. I don't know. What does chat think? Someone need an AuX solution. Oh no. I wonder if that's part 1 or part 2. How does that even work? Some people need help. Okay, the problem is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So maybe porting doesn't make sense for this one, and we should just write it. There's a troubling lack of comments on this code. Okay, that's part 2. Okay, I mean, let's try the solution and see what we get. Anyone that uses awk as a solution is beyond help. All hope's lost. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. GitHub redirects you to somewhere when you download something, so you have to pass -L when downloading. Hey, Crack of Dusk, how you doing? Each play CTF challenges one day. I think you'll find exploitation fun. Yes, 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 yes. I have not chosen what I'm gonna do with my life. Am I gonna go in the security rabbit hole, or am I gonna go in the Haskell rabbit hole, or the running your own Anycast rabbit hole? Twitch chat isn't dead. Whoa, if only Amos would link it more. Link it? From where? I can retweet my tweet, but that's the extent of the marketing I did with this. All right, so our input is going to be input sample. And then, okay. Okay, so the sample works. And I'm going to just use that solution as is, just so I can see part 2 of the statement. My intuition is that part 2 is just the same, but with a lot more rocks. but I don't know. Wow. 3069 is just one off. Yeah, that's the right answer. Cool. And then, okay. And then I'll also use it on the 17B solution just to make sure that it actually works for us. And then I guess we're going to try to port it. Okay. It's taking a while. Let's start with the sample first. Website doesn't link it anywhere either. Oh, that's true. Probably. How big is that number? Okay, it's not big. It's linked nowhere. That is true. I only have YouTube. I haven't streamed on Twitch for a long time, and I publish my videos on YouTube, so like, I have something like 650 followers on Twitch who get notified when I go live. But I think it's a little bit early for me to like heavily promote my Twitch and promise that I'll stream all the time. Let's just see how this goes. I guess I'll do the complete write-up after. After I we'll just do the porting work on stream, and then I won't bore you with like actually writing the write-up. So it's annoying that chat is in the corner. I can resize chat. Yeah, I can do that. Give me 1 sec. No. I don't know where to put it. The inside of the mind of Mr. Lime. Please, Mark, Mr. Lime was my father. Call me Fa. Jet is just readline strip. What did they do with jets? Jets equals, and then jet has to be a number, right? Also, it's just reading a single line. Yeah, okay, cool. And then they're indexing into it, so I guess it should be more like include bytes. Because Rust strings are valid UTF-8, and so indexing into them can panic if it's in the middle of a... Which I guess wouldn't matter here, because it's literally only these characters. So it's fine. Now I really want to make an enum out of this. Where's the actual input have? Yeah, just more of this. Cool. I don't know where I should put Twitch chat. If I put it down here, it's gonna be a problem with the chat. I'll just move chat around. Okay, Copilot to the rescue. Yeah, cool. changed my mind 1,000 times. There's going to be a character. Okay. Cool. Cool, so we have a vector of directions. That's cool. And we can probably derive a couple of things here. Yeah. Chamber is just list comprehension. What is that? What is that syntax? These characters. These characters. Now they're not covered by chat. Behind you with the top messages popping out right above your head. I mean, I can do that, but... Okay, we need to define the rocks. Can we do mostly the same thing? Like, I think one of the interesting things about porting is that you can try and port kind of close to the original, and then you can like make it more strongly typed or something. This is not bad. X0 for X in range 7. So it's just like 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0. Do you think it's wrong / bad / immoral to work on blockchain stuff? Yes, but I also do not blame people for earning enough to pay rent and food. So it's complicated. So this is just going to be a lot of like looking at Python stuff to see the actual semantics of it. Yeah, there's a lot of blockchain jobs. That is true. I don't want to install all this. I guess it's a set, and so it's not ordered. Yeah. How do they do that? Okay. Compile a solution to WASM and embed it in the article. Yeah, I know. I should. Oh yeah, my question was, is it inclusive? And it's not. So we don't need that. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. There we go. Okay, so I see what it's doing here. So if, yeah, okay, if I'm moving left, update the rock to be on the left, yeah. And that's just move the rock, set the rock's position at the current drop height. The chat widget is cropped, that is true. It shows older chat instead of being scrolled down. No, okay. Yeah, no, it's newest at the top, which is why I wanted to put it on the top, but then yeah. Yeah, the conversion is pretty direct for now. I'm excited about getting it to work. Oh, it's not a append, it's like push. Then I'm assuming we're doing this. Oh, we're just doing else. Okay. I mean, at this point, Copilot knows enough to just complete the solution, so we just have to do a bunch of code review. I don't understand these. New rock starts out by being an empty thing. I'll be right back. And we're back. Okay. Borrow of moved value, yeah. Yeah, the borrow checking errors are going to be fun. So I was saying I don't understand why we assign new rock to rock when new rock is empty. Oh. Okay. What does it break? It breaks just this. This is not actually an if else, it's a for else? Yeah, I'm rewriting some Python code in Rust. The else clause executes after the loop completes normally. This means that the loop did not encounter a break statement. Okay, so this is all wrong. How do we write this? Name break statement in Rust. I mean, yeah. The Rust errors and warning inline in the editor is a plugin, and it is errorlens. You can just look it up in the extensions tab here. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna do something stupid for now. Cool. It says rock is moved here. Just gonna do a quick cargo check. Actually, we don't need that. We can just hover here and then click for full compiler diagnostic. Move occurs because, oh. Because it just moves out of this. Maybe not. Okay. Pirate cat. Imagine paying for your code in a pretty text editor. The font is Josefka. Always was. Always will be. It's in my bio. I don't think the cat knows I'm streaming. It just keeps trying to jump on the desk. Okay, so now we just get a clippy lint that says that the loop's going to be infinite because rest is never reassigned, which is fair, but we're not done porting stuff. Just move on to the next jet. Reinitialize next rock. Yeah, we're gonna change a bunch of stuff in here. Give the cat a small laptop. Oh, well. Can give the cat some airtime. It's the best I can do. Max. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what they're doing. Chamber is not mutable. We can fix that. Value set to New York is never read. So that's interesting. It's in the same, yeah. So can someone who knows more Python than me answer that question? This is useless for a couple of reasons, right? I am so quiet. Maybe you're right. This is less quiet. This is useless because there's no way the value of new rock that we mutate here is the same in the next iteration of the while loop, right? We should write some Python. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh. Yeah, okay. It's only if it was outside that it would accumulate. So it's kind of weird to do it here because it's unnecessary. Okay, just checking. So yeah, Clippy is catching this. I wonder if there's a Python linter that could catch this. PyLint, Flake 8. I don't know which one to pick. Line's too long. Yeah, that's important. Unnecessary else after break. Okay, cat number 2 has joined the chat. Which is funny because chat is how you say cat in French. Remove the else case and de-indent the code inside of it. Why can you break out of an if? Okay, you're not breaking out of the if, you're breaking out of the for. It's saying to remove the else and just like break at the end of this and have it de-indented, but I would rather just remove the break. Your code has been written. It gives you a grade. It's a 7.75 out of 10. This is amazing. So very cute. There's probably other linters. Point is, this one at least doesn't catch that this line is useless. We should probably try it from like VS Code. But then I'm gonna have lots of squiggles here, and I don't want that. Okay, have we ported everything? We should print highest. If chamber contains for m in rock, insert rest true highest equals blah, and then break. We can break. That's fine. Oh, okay, so it resets new rock here. Okay, my bad. It resets new rock because it's building it here. But why? All this gets reset next round, right? Here. Oh, first it goes left and right, and then it goes down. Okay. Okay. And then there's an else inside of that for, because it's the same thing. It's the same pattern. I find for break confusing. I know I just learned that construct today, but... okay, so let's move down if we can. I guess we should try and run it. Alright, we already have some off by 1 errors. Nice. But it ran. Yeah, okay, that's the off by 1 error. Yeah. Cool. And then with the actual input. Cool. So day 1's done. And then I guess the interesting part is making it more Rust-like, but maybe we should keep, like, look at the diff with part 2. See what they added. And then, like, actually Rustify it or something. Okay. I think the code is like very much like jets is the same thing, rocks is the same thing. So it's chamber highest jet, and now we have also states and total rocks are and cycle found. And now it goes to this ridiculous amount. Still good. This is probably all the same stuff. You can tell it's from Python. Mute to be everywhere. Yeah. That's something we want to change. Okay, move down if we can, and then I look at the indentation here. While not rest. There's also a bunch of variables that should not be globals, but are. Ooh. List comprehensions with conditionals. So this is like chamber dot iter. Okay, you can index into tuples. So that's what it's doing. It's doing iter and then filter. Only for these. And then map. And then max. So the reading order for this is kind of funky. And this one is just left to right. Also this declares a thing, I guess. Yeah. And this is push. Cool. It's the Rust person from the internet. Yeah, it's me. I want to go over what a list comprehension is for those that didn't get a computer science degree or is that out of scope for these videos, and I should Google it. I don't know much more about them. It's like Python stuff. I should look at Python stuff. I just barely know what it's called. Where's the cool bear? It's in my mind. Okay, cool. I guess we're reading from W3 schools. It looks nicer than it used to. They changed the green. It's not as bad as it used to be. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So this is the long way of doing it. If A is in X, you append it to the new list. You're building a new list from this list. And only keeping stuff that has A in it. And you can do all that with the shorter syntax here. So like first it does for X in fruit, and then it applies the condition here. And then you select what you want in the list, and that's all in square brackets, and that makes a new list. Yeah, I know, but like Mozilla Developer Network doesn't work for Python, so I don't have a good resource for Python. So yeah, I guess the answer to your question is like, this is what it actually does. Okay. Oh no, it returns an option. Just unwrap. How does Python behave if you give it an empty list? Oh, it just panics. So yeah, unwrapping is the right thing to do here. Did Restreamer post into chat? Oh, I guess it showed up in the overlay. That yeah, received 100 chat messages. Woo, engagement. I have so many things to tell my landlord. Look how many chat messages. Can we live here now? That seems correct. Just subtract lowest from everything, yeah? State plus equal R and jet. Oh, yeah, it's dirty. They're making a list of things and just a list of numbers. And just R and jet are just two other numbers, like any other numbers. And then converting it to a tuple? If we want the closest translation, it's all I32, which might not be great actually. Yeah, I know. Those could all be U sides, but then the solution would only work on 64-bit. You know what? I've decided I do not care. If you have a 32-bit computer and you're trying to run the solution on there, you can apply to get your money back. Safety, since this is an AoC solver, the input is guaranteed to be valid. No, it's just, so R, I don't know what R is yet. And then jet is an index in the number of jets. It's not a U8. What? Oh, no, it's U64. What? Okay. Cool. And then I'm making a tuple out of it. What does tuple do? Okay. It just converts an array into a tuple, doesn't it? Yeah. But why? If state in states, because I guess you can't use arrays as like keys, possibly. Well, we can use arbitrary key types, so I guess we'll just do that. And then I guess states shouldn't be like a vec. I think it should be a hash set. So if it's in there, then height gain in cycle. Copilot's trying to mess with me. State 0. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. Everything is an array of numbers. This is like C. Yeah, lists in Python cannot be used as keys in a map, so they convert to tuple for that. Thanks, Drew Tasso. Drew Tater? Oh, I hate this so much. So it's not even a hash set, it's a hash map. And then the key type is, who knows? Key type is just this, and the is also this. Okay, actually we can use emoji for this. There we go. Contains key. Okay, if let sum delete data equal get. They're doing the lookup all over again, here and here. I'm already optimizing this a little, I can't help myself. I could be tuple, that's right. They're using constants that aren't constants, just magic numbers all around. Oh, they're doing integer division. We actually have that now. Euclid, div Euclid. Yeah. Okay, it's the same. It's just doing. I think it's because in Python, if you divide two numbers, it's just. Yeah. It's just going to give you a floating point number, and if you want an int, you need to do this. But here they're already integers, so we don't need any specific operator or something. It's just going to default to that. Okay. Copilot knows what's up. And then insert is going to be the key state, and then the value is. Yeah, okay. Copilot understood the code at this point. Or it's just, I don't know. So here's an interesting thing. I don't know if Copilot has already indexed that solution from GitHub, or if it's just going after this. If it wasn't the same file, it would definitely use this. So we could have like copied that and asked Copilot to translate it to Rust for us, and then we could have made it better. That could have been interesting as well. Maybe I'll do that next time. But yeah. So hate gain is not used here. Oh, okay. It's what? No. It's assigned here and then printed from the outermost scope. Does that make a global Python? No. I am salty at this. A very Python moment. But if it's... Really? What does it take to make a new scope? A function? Yeah. Why have a global keyword if everything is global? I've... Python only has 3 levels of scope. I need to find a better source for this. So only functions define scopes. This is unfortunate. I'm gonna have legitimate reasons to hate Python after this. More magic numbers. Good. Okay, so height gain needs to be defined this. And then skipped cycles is also. I see how it is. Oh. Little bug in the Vim emulation here. Okay. Wait, is that still using the real input? Yes. Attempt to divide by 0. Okay, what does Python do? It's unhappy. Cool. So rocks in cycle. It's wrong, something's wrong. Okay, so the second one is rocks in cycle. Total rocks minus, and that's 0. Total rocks is always 0. Yeah, okay, because it's supposed to be here. Incremented. Infinite loop. Probably. Wait. So the whole point is that you don't have to do... Okay, we just debug total rocks here. Oh, total rocks is there. Yeah, okay. Okay, this sucks. Okay, no, this is fine. Okay. Just a minor porting mistake. But then I doesn't make any sense. Rocks R. Ooh, R. Okay. There was more than one porting mistake. And then R is impossible to search for because it's a single letter thingy. But surely it's mutated somewhere. Okay, cool. Yeah, GDB, why not? All right, cool. We get the same answer. I guess we can remove the debug. Except the final one. Okay. Let's look at the same numbers, right? Yeah, 5714288. Okay. And then with the real input, what do we get? Oh, that was fast. Okay, it's taking 141 milliseconds. Yeah. Oh, we can't do that. We have to change the Python code so that it reads from like something other than this. Whatever, we'll just hard code it. Woo! Okay. Proper timing with instance, please. I don't want to. Is your reasoning that like you don't want to measure the startup time of the Rust application? Oh. There we go. Can search for /br/b for r that isn't in the middle of words. Oh, right. That's nice. That's cool. I mean, it's not as cool as a language server protocol. By the way, I searched for it using / the vim command. Alicia, you meant like instant now from the Rust standard library, right? Like this. Whole world, yeah. Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to be able to do this, and then all the copies of it are highlighted. I thought it was like an application that would time your program from the main function. No, I wish. I wish that existed. I guess so just a naive port we got from like 6.2 seconds to 143 milliseconds, plus minus 3 milliseconds. Which is not too bad. Not too bad. But we can do better than this. We can do much better than this. Okay. So, we really should have tests or something. How am I going to do this? So first, I think I want to make a function that like sticks an input. And gives us a number back. 60x from Python to Rust. Yeah, that seems right. Yeah, 43 times. I forgot what the values were. It is much faster. Okay. should actually use that to solve part 2. Cool. Ah, that was easy. Xcode will rename the variables, which would probably be helpful in the future. Yeah. We can do everything now. I kind of want to set up a whole bunch of things to close. I want to set up criterion. I want the book. Where's the book? They have a book. There. Here's the book. Yeah, my benchmark is fine, and then I think it's in benches. Does it only work for lib crates? I have no idea. Let's make it bin plus lib crate. Grab all the imports. Okay, and then run this. No. Yeah, and it's private. Cool. Yeah, make it pub. Ah, these auto fixes are getting better. And then add benchmark. Run black box. It's interesting that they're putting black box in there. I would have put it, I don't know, outside. What does it say? A function is opaque to the optimizer to prevent the compiler from optimizing away computations in a benchmark. Okay. Is stable compatible, but it may cause some performance overhead or fail to prevent code from being eliminated. I think we have stable black box now. Yeah. 166. Const isn't stable, but that's fine. What version do we have? Okay. And I know what you're thinking. Amos, you don't have the latest Rust version. I do. I run nightly on all my projects, and they all have Rust toolchain.toml files. So I don't use like the stable labeled version of Rust provided by RustUp most of the time. I guess it gets used when I cargo install stuff, but that's it. Yeah, exactly. Leaving the nightly life. Thanks for playing along with Scaralan. I do not have the latest version. Okay, so that means I can use the real black box. You stay unstable for production so far, Mark, because you have me doing consulting work, so at some point I'm going to sell nightly to you. I just call it run, and then I can do cargo bench. Did I miss a step? Run benchmark. Nope, that was it. Oh, but I want to have it generate graphs and stuff. If you use black box in the outside, the block inside would get optimized by the compiler. If you use it in the inside like you're doing, the call can't be optimized. Ah, interesting. I probably am doing benchmarks wrong for something else. Do we even have benchmarks anymore? No. Well, can't be wrong if they don't exist. 139. And unable to complete 100 samples in 5 seconds. That's fine. HTML report generation will become a non-default optional feature. Switch to Cachegrind criterion or enable the HTML reports feature. I want HTML reports, so I will add it. Okay. It's going to take a while to run again. So this is what I love about benchmarking. It says performance has improved. And I haven't changed a thing. Okay, so we're gonna run a little HTTP server in there. What does it want? Does it want the path? Okay. Not found because reasons? Because run report? What? I think you need to do like this. Yeah. Okay. That's what you need to do. Okay. Average time 134 or something. Change since previous benchmarks. Yeah, system jitter. It's not like I have, you know, real-time encoding and screen capture and stuff going on. Okay, and then I can make run 2. Hang on, we need to commit this. And then I want to compare both. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do std thread sleep duration from it is 40. So this one's going to be slower. And I don't know if it's going to compare those by default. I don't think it will. Need to look at the book. Comparing functions. There we go. Slow, fast. Bench with inputs. Benchmark group. We need to make a group. And we should call them something better, actually. Bench function. Okay. And there's a finish. Yeah. So this is gonna be like naive. This is gonna be slow on purpose. No, B is build, it's not bench. Why does it have 2 peaks? That's a good question. I have no idea. The right one doesn't, but this one did. I mean, it's finding like 10% of severe outliers, so that's not great. Okay, so slow on purpose is slower, as expected. Okay, cool. That's what we want. Okay, now it doesn't have 2 peaks. Cool. So let's make slow on purpose not as slow. I have ideas. I have a bunch of ideas. What's inside GIA and GCM? GIA is just git head, GCM is git commit with message, yeah. Git, yeah. I have a bunch of these. They're from Presto. And I just like them. Unable to watch for file changes? What are you talking about? It's like 10 files that are tracked by Git. I don't know what it's trying to do. Do cargo clippy. There's no clippy diagnostics. It's the default check command in VS Code. I mean, mostly my issue with this, except that it's like not really functional, is that there's a bunch of vectors used for a bunch of things, and it shouldn't be needed. Like this could just be an array. A bunch of things could just be arrays, actually. And this could be a small vec. I wonder how much we'd gain by just switching a bunch of stuff to small vec. I really hate that states are like just a vector view size. R is like rock index. So state should be like heights, I think, relative heights. And then rock index, and then jet. No, I don't think it's jet. I think it's total rocks. Yeah. And then the key is relative heights. No. That's all in the key, and then the state value is like something else. It's highest in total rocks. Right. Jet wraps around, so it is part of the key. Cool. So now this can be state key, state value. Of course, I'm changing the wrong solution. Okay. And then it should complain because this should implement Let's make a constant for width. And for now, I'll just connect it into a vec again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think we need to do any debug printing for now. So 0 is the first field, and it's highest, right? Okay, code's getting more readable. Honestly, I don't think we're shooting for the highest performance or anything, but like just making it more readable would be a win. Yeah, I like this. And then if we have a vector, this should just be yeah. We don't need to make a whole new vector. Do you need to clean for clippy to work? No. That huge literal in the loop. Which one? This here? Maybe Clippy has a lint for that, but maybe it's not enabled by default. Unreadable literal. Yeah, that's one. That one's in pedantic, so it's allowed by default. I don't usually enable pedantic Clippy lints, but I do agree that like this should be a constant. And it's somewhere else. Okay. We don't have tests. Cool. Wow. Look at that. Copilot wrote the whole thing. Is it still called? Yeah. State structs. Okay, we could make the macro a little better. I mean, at this point, it is a test. Nah. This one, we might as well just remove main. Unreadable literal was in Warn before March 2020. May 2020. Okay, tests work. That's good. Well, didn't get much better. Actually, a little worse. Which is interesting. All right. So one thing I wanted to do is like use arrays, because this could just be, yes, that. So the thing with arrays is that we need to do array from fn. Yes. And then we'll have the index here. We probably need to specify the width here. Maybe not, because we assign it here, so it's supposed to know what the size of it is, but it's not shown here, which is interesting. Okay. Can make a macro for that. There. Okay, didn't get better either. I mean, nah. I think this is interesting data. I actually did something terribly wrong, which is I didn't measure where I was actually spending time. Okay, one thing I'm gonna do now is small vex. And then these are gonna be, do we get a macro for small vec? Probably. Yes. How far away are we from Cool Bear VTuber streaming? Very far. Is that a thing? Yeah. U8. Wait, what changed? What does it think it's U8 now? What the hell just happened? Did I? Oh yeah, I did that. Do we still have vec anywhere? No. Okay, it's all small vecs now. I'm gonna add it to the test and the benchmarks. Okay. Right, so the outer vec being a vec is fine. Because it's only initialized once, and like it's not smaller to it's not smaller. It's not faster to iterate through a small vec than it is to a vec. So this is fine. This is also fine. Yeah. think to make it really faster, we need to change the algorithm, but that's not something I'm willing to do. Ah, okay, I didn't change anything either. Well, small caps with cache locality, yes, but also just it doesn't go through the system allocator to get stuff. Cool. So I guess heap allocations did matter much in this case. And I suppose that is today's lesson. It's like, don't worry so much about heap allocation because it's probably fine. Unless you can prove that it's what the problem is actually. Maybe a last thing I want to do is, let's see. I do this. Did you width capacity on the map? No, not on the map. I don't actually know how many states we have at the end. That's a good point. $19.20. Yeah. Again, I don't think that makes a difference, but I want to try and benchmark it a little with Cachegrind. Valgrind, tool, Valgrind. So this can be up to 200 times slower, and our base runtime is not a lot. So yeah, it completed in reasonable time, which is nice. Just gonna add something to the git ignore. Actually, yeah. Oh, I guess target is ignored by an outer git ignore, so that's fine. Okay. VirtualBox. I might need debug information. Also, I don't think it's going to be very helpful. It's spending all its time in map. Which map? This map? We could use max by key. Let's see. So there's a source code annotation thingy, but there's no source available, so we should just add the sources. Okay. Oh, still unhappy. That's weird. Did I mess things up? Yeah, it's unhappy about that. Yeah, we have debug information. I don't know what it's talking about. Maybe it's caching some stuff. Redo the profile run. Reload. Force dump. What is that? It's weird. Drew Tato, when you say array map does have a bunch of weird performance stuff, what do you mean exactly? Oh, is it Dwarf 5 stuff? Dwarf 4, Dwarf 5, Dwarf dump Linux. How hardcore am I playing? Nah, that stream's almost over. I'm not gonna go hardcore on this, but I do want to see why we can't see the annotated source. Dwarf 32. It's not really what I'm looking for. Debug types. Maybe the absence of debug types is a sign of Dwarf 5. Hey Hotchat, yeah, we've been at it for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Almost over. What's the name of the section? Debug types. I don't even see debug info in there. Anyway, it says with unstable we can set dwarf version, so that's cool. Dwarf. Oh, version 0x004. That's what it was missing. So that means somewhere in there. Oh, I don't want to scroll all the way up. No, it was draft 4 to begin with. So the newer one is 287. just unhappy about it. That is interesting though. Dump yes. Did I use Cachegrind instead of Cachegrind, and that's part of what the problem is? I have stuff about Cachegrind. Yeah, okay. Okay, still no sources. Oh, we do have machine code now, though. Cool. So it's calling this. Yeah, well, okay. This is the one we want, actually. This is very small. I don't know if I can zoom in. It's probably barely readable for y'all. Yeah, I don't know how I can change the font size. Yeah. 1,900 calls to core array map. I mean, we can do a manual implementation of that, but I doubt that it's gonna do anything. I guess for like chaining, like this is a pretty bad way to do this. Using some level of SIMD. Question is which map it is, and I don't know. Wish we had source annotation. Core array impl.tn. So it's map for an array. I don't see where do we actually use map directly on an array? We use map on like iterators. This is definitely not an array. This is an iterator over cars. This is an iterator over range. Maybe here because small vec. So weird. Is it here? No. Trace and benchmark each map individually. So Restream should have it so that, I don't know, it should be 1080p on YouTube as well. Some people mentioned having very poor resolution. Oh, no, there's a 1080p 60 available on YouTube as well. QT scale factor. Oh yeah, that's better. Thanks. It's 1080p on YouTube. Yeah, it's 1080p 60 everywhere. I wish I could do 4K, but the streaming platforms won't let me. Core hash build. Oh wait, hang on. Mod.rs60. Lib.rs0. That's not really helpful, is it? 1818. Oh wait, source code now. Interesting. Ooh, memcopy avx unaligned. Memcopy first, initializing a small vec. It's so weird. Okay, this one makes sense. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay, it's on the stack and it's copying zeros there, I guess. I can edit sources from here. What is if I double click, it's just not monospace. ePrint, yeah, that's fine. So where's our map? I mean, I understand that it's not actually spending time in these lines, it's actually calling something. That's just a cycle estimation, I think. That's what CS stands for. I need to spend some more time myself with this tool. I need to find like a good thing to measure with it. I guess we can build a standard library so we can see what's happening inside of there, because now it can't get the sources because of this. Okay, it's the last thing I'm gonna do. Yeah, I think that one's a cargo flag and not a rusty flag. I'm gonna build a standard library. Yeah, it's literally one flag away. Oh, it requires target. Okay. And then it has to be. Yeah. That's fine. Cargo log does not exist. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. We need to install the sources. Hey, Lassis. Yeah, the stream's about to end. We're just messing with Cachegrind right now. Yeah, so now it's just building the standard library, which is neat and something you might want to do in production, because then you get potentially better optimizations and more dead code elimination. It's not not actually dead code, but like you can get a smaller binary that way. Will this be included in the write-up? Wow. Will there be a write-up? We don't know. Nobody knows. Right now the write-up is like rewriting naively from Python to Rust is 45 times faster, which is great. And then trying to allocate less doesn't actually matter because it doesn't make a difference in the benchmark. So now we have the sources of everything. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. There's no highlighting or anything. But that's fun. All right, the scroll wheel doesn't really work. Can I just do page down? Yeah. So this calls this. Computing a pointer offset has a cycle estimation of 16.67. So does this. I can't help but feel like this is maybe inaccurate. Now we can search in there. Cannot search. I forget where the maps even are. Yeah, the beginning, and then move down if we can. Oh, it's omitting a bunch of lines here. But that's where the interesting stuff happened. Isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so where it's spending the most time is just omitted from here. What else is it showing us? Deallocate, reallocate. Raw table insert. I don't know. We need to find a better provider for this. All right, well, I think that's it. Thanks for hanging out. I'll do the write-up, and then I'll see you next time. I hope you had an interesting time. It was fun porting code from Python. I learned more about Python than about Rust, to be honest. But yeah. Thanks for hanging out, and take care. I don't have a be right back. I only have like start soon and be right back. I haven't made a version of like the stream's over, you can go now. So I guess it's just gonna end abruptly. Bye everyone.